Our lead story tonight, World Super Sunday continued into Monday with India's historic medal tally at the Commonwealth Games. India's medal magic already is at 22 golds and 15 silvers and 22 bronzes. And in fact, we're number 4 in the medal tally now. Let's go across to Rika. And Rika, today was really a day of smashing badminton.
Well, Sonia, India is shining in Birmingham with 22 goals there. The Indian athletes have done the country very, very proud. The finishing touches were provided by the badminton stars on your screen. PV Sindhu, Satvik Chirag and also Lakshya Sen. All of these, the doubles team and these two won gold medals here. For Sindhu, this is the first gold medal, and for Lakshya as well. Chirag and Satvik, they won a silver in Gold Coast and converted that into a gold here in Birmingham. I'm joined at this hour by the Commonwealth Games gold medalist PV Sindhu. Sindhu, you complete the cycle now, a bronze, a silver and a gold.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. Yes, of course, I've completed the cycle now. I'm very, very happy that I've got this.
You have won a silver at the Olympics, a bronze at the Olympics, but you know, what does this medal really mean to you?
Of course, this one also means a lot to me because it comes once in 4 years, and of course, I am happy that, you know, this is one of the big ones because if you ask me where am I going to put this medal, I think it will be in between those other medals because, you know, representing my country and playing for the country means a lot. So definitely this medal will mean a lot to me and I will definitely cherish it forever.
And the Prime Minister this morning called you prolific, champion of champions, probably taking away the title from Ravi Shastri.
Well, firstly, I would like to thank Modi sir for that, and of course, whatever sir said, I think I would definitely take it as a compliment, and of course, I'm super happy.
Last time probably you gave him your racket. This time, is there any present lined up for the Prime Minister and anything that you've thought about telling him?
Well, I haven't thought about it, but definitely maybe if I'm going to meet him, then at that point something just comes. So yeah.
Sindhu, your coach says that during 2021 your game has changed considerably, that you know you are also picking up deception. What kind of deception have you picked up and what are you going to use during the World Championship?
Well, that's a secret. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, I think I've definitely, we worked really hard together, me and coach, and we've learned new skill, I would say. I think when it comes to deception, it's really good. And overall, I think it's very important to keep learning because every day is a new start and you keep learning always. So I'm happy that he said that. But otherwise, I'm very, very thankful to my coach and my whole staff, support staff like Shrikant, my trainer, and Evangeline, my physio, because I think for an athlete, it's very much needed when it comes to recovery and maintaining physical fitness. So yeah, I think that's very, very important and I'm very, very thankful to them.
What about mental fitness? You know, the turnover from here to World Championship, you hardly have any time now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think as you said, yes, mental fitness is also very, very important, and I think it's just time to go back, chill a bit, and I think there's no much time to actually relax, but we need to focus and be stronger and come back stronger for the World Championships and do my best.
And what celebrations are planned at home, if any?
Well, hopefully spending time with family, and of course they are super, super happy. And maybe we would go out and just celebrate a bit.
And what about the team? I believe your team is packed with super dancers.
Oh yeah, maybe definitely, you know, we have medals in every event. So hopefully maybe some dancing in the evening. Let's see.
Dance your way through and enjoy the moment. Thanks, Sindhu. Joining me right now is gold medal winner from Commonwealth Games, Lakshya Sen. Lakshya, many, many congratulations. Tell us about the podium moment, also sharing with Kidambi Shrikant.
Thank you. It's a really good feeling to again share a podium with Shrikant, yeah, and definitely winning the Commonwealth gold was on my one of my dreams as a kid. So I think today I've done it, so I'm feeling very happy and proud of it.
But would you say that Commonwealth was a little easy for you given the field and now you're probably preparing to peak in a few days' time at the World Championship?
Yes, definitely. It was one of the tournaments where I took maybe 3-4 weeks off before this tournament and was preparing for this one, and then yeah, next week again we have a really big tournament coming up. But yeah, I think all the matches from the semi-final and even the team event final was very tough over here, so we were all expecting a good match.
Who posed the biggest challenge for you?
I think a lot of players were there, but yeah, I tried to keep it as one match at a time and then see whoever comes, because there was a lot of upsets in the quarter-final and semi-final. The Lokinu, who was the top seed, he lost in the quarters, and then Srikanth lost in the semi.
And today also you were one game down and you came back. How difficult was that comeback?
Yeah, it was very close in the first set, so I always had that belief that I can do it no matter what. But yeah, I had to really dig deep today, and yeah, I'm happy that I managed to keep the nerves in the third game.
From the Uber Cup win, would you say that Indian men's badminton, Thomas and Uber Cup win, the Indian men's badminton has been on a rare high?
Yes, definitely. After that tournament, not even myself, but all the other players have really been motivated to do well further, and I think the whole India I think can be proud of that and really be motivated from that.
And I've seen videos of you guys being great dancers. Is a proper celebration planned after your medal haul, a rich medal haul that you guys have had?
Yes, definitely. There is one more match to go now of the men's double, so I hope they do well, and then there will be definitely a good celebration here, and then once I get back home.
And who's the lead dancer in the group? Is it Chirag or is it you?
I think we both start at the same time, but yeah, I think Chirag is the one who gets everyone together and really make it a scene.
And during Thomas Cup, you had a WhatsApp group going, said it's coming home. Anything particular during this Commonwealth Games?
I would say there was not a lot of people who were there back then, but yeah, definitely we had a really good time when we were playing the team events. We were like most of the time chilling in the after the practice. We were chilling in the common area where we played. So.
Thank you and all the best for World Championship.
And those medal winners there from Birmingham. But also joining me here is PV Sindhu's very proud father, PV Ramanna. Mr. Ramanna was a sportsman himself, and congratulations, a proud day for you as a parent, and of course for every Indian watching PV Sindhu and all those other champs that perform so well. Your first thoughts today?
Yeah. Of course, as you said, it's a great and a proud moment. Yeah. Because, you know, for a player, you know, the ambition will be, of course, a gold medal finally. But, you know, Sindhu was working hard for this since 2014. As you all know that, you know, 2014 she got a bronze. Then later she got a silver in 2018 and now gold. So, you know, all the colors have been now fulfilled and her wish. And she was also, in particular, she was so keen that she has gone to the tournament that she has to win at any cost. Because this is one medal where it was not there with her. So really she has fulfilled her wish and she has really played well, and it was a great moment for all of us.
So now that gold medal at the Commonwealth is in her collection as well. But tell us, because I mean, one thing that everyone says about PV Sindhu is really her single-minded dedication, that even when her fitness coach would tell her now take a break or, you know, go relax, she'd say no and she'd turn up back at the court for training. So tell us about that.
Yeah. So no, that way Sindhu is really tough and she is very focused, and, you know, she dedicates and she sacrifices, and, you know, she is so committed right from the childhood. That needs to be there for an athlete who has to come up to certain level. So that way I am really, you know, it's very blessed to have child like that, because no doubt most of the players practice, but at some point of time I have seen couple of players, today I am tired, I want to take rest. So when you, as a player, if you say that, then that means something is lacking behind. But I tell always Sindhu that you need to go enjoy yourself on court, forget about the result, especially during practice sessions. So that makes a lot of difference for an athlete to come up to that level.
And you, of course, Mr. Ramana, have been a sports person yourself. It all begins, I mean, we see her today surrounded by her team there at Birmingham, but it all begins really with sacrifices by the family. In a way, the parents are the first coaches. Tell us what life was like when PV Sindhu wasn't the champion that we know her as today.
Yeah, as you said, ma'am, it's a very great challenge because especially as you said for the women, you know, right up to the age of 17, 18, they can't drive, they can't go, and we can't send them alone to the tournaments or in a cab to a practice session where if you live a faraway distance like. So as you said, unless until the family supports you, the family is not behind you, though you have good quality of coaches or whatever so it is, then the child will not be in a position to come up to that level. So the credit has to go to the family first, as you said. And later it comes to the interest of the child where if the coach is telling she has to do that, fulfill that exercises and she has to give her 100%. Only then the coach can do something.
Right.
So as you said, family's responsibilities and the family also should wait. This result will not come overnight. You have to struggle, you have to be with the child, you have to motivate the child, you have to encourage the child. At the same time, you have to take care of our education, the discipline, dedication of the child should be noted. And all these combined together, then we will take the child to that particular stadium. Then the coaching starts there. And even coaches says he should give her 100%.
And so, Mr. Ramana, your message to all those today who said, why did you put your girl into sports? Why not get her married? Why not do something else? I mean, today it's really women athletes who are leading the charge at the Commonwealth Games and so many other places as well.
Nothing like that, ma'am, because you know now we can't differentiate whether she's a girl or a boy. Nothing like that now at present situations. So everybody is equal, and of course, you know, as you know, the medals are starting with the girls first. Mirabai Chanu at the Olympics, and here also most of the girls are dominating even in boxing. So they have come forward equally to men. So I don't want to differentiate that girl is nowhere lesser than the men or the boys are not lesser. They all are equal, I feel.
Absolutely, Mr. Ramana. Congratulations once again from all of us. And of course, every Indian is celebrating PV Sindhu's and all those other amazing medal performances at the Commonwealth Games. But let's go across to, well, the other power games happening in Bihar. Alok Pandey joins us now from Patna. So, Alok, the countdown has begun. Manish also joining, of course, Manish from Bihar, who's been tracking Nitish Kumar's politics, I think, for the last 3 decades. Manish, Alok, has the countdown now officially begun for Nitish and BJP this time? Alok, go ahead.
Can I start?
Yes, go ahead.
I guess so. I think that is one. Yeah, I think that is one way of looking at it, because that important meeting that both Manishi and I have been reporting on through the day is scheduled to happen at 11 a.m. tomorrow, and Nitish Kumar is meeting with all his MPs and MLAs. And I think there was one interesting thing that happened in the day. So a very senior minister in the Bihar government, Sonia, Vijay Chaudhary, who's also very close to Nitish Kumar, he was asked why this meeting was happening. And he said that, look, it's an internal meeting, the government is still, still a government, etc. But we have to take a few decisions. When he was asked what decisions would be taken, then he gave cryptic answers. But nevertheless, I think, many top JDU leaders have spoken out against the BJP, spoken about taking decisions, etc. And that really cannot be without the blessings of from the top, from Nitish Kumar. And that is why there appears to be the sense of inevitability that something or the other will take place, maybe tomorrow, maybe in the next few days. But it does seem that this is breakpoint between Nitish Kumar and the BJP, whose office I am outside.
Manish, with your experience of covering Nitish Kumar over the decades, he's gone for Lalu Prasad Yadav, then to the BJP, then dumped the BJP, gone back to Lalu Yadav. Will he again do that whole split? And what is the political reasoning behind this? Why would he look to leave the BJP at this point? Did he fear that his party would face the same situation as Eknath Shinde did to Uddhav Thackeray in Maharashtra?
See, somewhere he has now got some kind of concrete evidence where some leaders with the blessings of top leadership of BJP were trying to lure his MLAs meaning that they were trying to break his party, and that has really incensed him, or you can say that that has really provoked him to go really on offensive, because it's an open secret that somewhere Chirag Paswan was had whatever he did in 2020 elections, it had some blessings from the BJP top leadership. But the way in the last 24 hours, Janata Dal United top leaders have gone public saying, there was a Chirag model and it was, used to demolish or finish Nitish Kumar politically, and we are going to put everything in public domain. So it seems that Nitish Kumar has made up his mind that his alliance with BJP, because the way now this current BJP in Bihar is functioning, especially the way it is being remote controlled from the top party leadership, and after the departure or sidelining of leaders like Sushil Modi, somewhere he has lost that comfort level, and he knows that that is not going to happen, and the top leadership of BJP is not going to oblige him on this point. So he has made up his mind
but
that
also, Manish,
he cannot do business with this.
He is a weakened Nitish Kumar, and we saw that Tejasvi Yadav, they were the single largest party. Why would they be happy for this? They could form the government now, but surely they would want to be the key partner, the dominant partner in the alliance, as opposed to Nitish Kumar, who is the number 3 party in Bihar currently.
But for that number 3 party, they blame BJP that it's not because of the people did not want to vote for him. It is some kind of electoral maneuvering done by BJP. That is why they have reduced to number 3 position. And somewhere Nitish Kumar is not able to overcome this kind of political humiliation which he faced every day. You see in the Bihar, what has happened, despite he being in an alliance with BJP, every time there is some major issue, he faces the major criticism, not from his political rivals, but it's BJP ministers or legislators who question him first. And you see the way inside the Bihar Assembly.
I just want to play, Manish, that
and
report.
Inside the Bihar Assembly.
I just want to play that report which you've sent today, looking at those reasons. The BJP currently says they're in a wait and watch mode, but let's see how this next 24 hours actually unfolds.
Nitish Kumar set to walk out of the Bihar alliance with the BJP less than a month after sharing stage with Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Patna. The final call at a crucial meeting of party MPs and MLAs in Patna on Tuesday.
बैठक बुलाई गई है. अब उसमें क्या-क्या बातें आती हैं, उसके क्या-क्या राजनीतिक मायने निकलते हैं, उसके बाद दल के सारे वरीय लोग बैठ के फैसला लेंगे.
Political circles are abuzz that Nitish has been in touch with his former ally Tejasvi Yadav's RJD and the Congress. At the moment, Nitish Kumar's JDU has 45 MLAs. Along with the BJP's 77 MLAs and 4 of the Hindustani Awami Morcha, it takes the alliance over the halfway mark of 122 in the Bihar Assembly. If Nitish ditches the BJP, the RJD and the Congress, with a total of 99 MLAs, can ensure a majority for Nitish. The RJD today said they are open to embracing Nitish if he ditches the BJP.
हमारा तो दायित्व बनता है कि हम भाई निकले हैं तो हम समर्थन करेंगे. तो हमारे लिए पॉलिटिकल कंपल्सन, हमारे सामने रास्ता क्या है भाई? अब अभी तो नहीं हो सकता है कि हम साहब ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी से अलग होते हैं, अलग होकर के खड़े होते हैं, तो हमको साथ देना ही है.
Sources close to the Bihar Chief Minister say the trigger for the breakup with the BJP could be Nitish's concern that the BJP is trying to do a Uddhav Thackeray on him, especially after the BJP co-opted Nitish's former ally RCP Singh. Some in the JDU see the exit of Singh from the party as the first step in the BJP trying to engineer a split.
Nitish Kumar is reportedly convinced that Bihar would have become the next Maharashtra, where Uddhav Thackeray was removed as Chief Minister in an exercise meticulously planned and implemented by the BJP.
सब लोग मिट गए, समाप्त हो गए, और जो नहीं हुए वो हो जाएंगे, रहेगा तो फिर बीजेपी रहेगी.
Another trigger, recent remarks of BJP chief JP Nadda in Patna that barring the BJP, no other political party will survive in India.
नड्डा साहब ने बोला कि सब क्षेत्रीय पार्टी समाप्त हो जाएगी. नहीं, तो एक दूसरे जो हमारे जो एनडीए घटक दल है, तो एनडीए घटक दल में सबको तो बोलने का उस पर तो सोचना चाहिए.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने हर तरह से कुर्बानी दिया है. हम कुर्बानी दे करके इस एनडीए को बचाए हैं, आगे भी बचाएंगे।
To firefight, senior BJP leader and Deputy CM Tarkishore Prasad met Nitish Kumar for 15 minutes this morning. At the meeting, Mr. Kumar reportedly said there's nothing serious. But most observers believe the reality is very different. A split is almost inevitable. With Manish Kumar, Habib Ali and Rajesh Gupta, this is Alok Pandey, NDTV.
So Nitish Kumar worried about a Shinde-like scenario in Bihar, but in Maharashtra, we're way beyond that, Sohit. And finally, you're going to have a cabinet expansion from the two-person government.
Absolutely, Sonia. In fact, it is almost 40 days that this new government has been formed, and now there is going to be a cabinet expansion. Now, it would be important to see that which side gets the plum portfolio. So, will it be the Eknath Shinde side, whose claims that because of them and because of they rebelled against their own party, this new government is being formed, or will it be the BJP side, which claims that despite having more than 106 MLAs with them, they gave Eknath Shinde the Chief Minister post. However, one thing that needs to be seen is what does Devendra Fadnavis get. No one expected him to be a deputy chief minister, and now now he is the deputy chief minister. In fact, the question still arises that whether there will be another twist in the Maharashtra government, whether there will be new faces, or whether there will be something that will happen that no one imagined. Because there are a lot of rumors that is going on, but tomorrow at 11 AM at Raj Bhavan, there is going to be cabinet expansion. Around 12 to 15 MLAs will take the oath. Very important to see who gets what and which side, be the Eknath Shinde camp or BJP, who gets the plum portfolios.
Right, so let's just see now that suspense after, as you said, 40 days there. But let's go across to other news from Parliament. Well, the monsoon session ended today for both houses, 4 days ahead of schedule. That's also because of the fact that there's so many holidays this week, and MPs said they wanted to be in their constituencies. But the fact remains that 2 weeks of this one-month session were a complete washout. So it's not good news when Parliament adjourns early. Meanwhile, today also Vice President Venkaiah Naidu stepped down as Rajya Sabha chair, and there were many farewell speeches and some Venkaiahisms as he left.
आपके वन लाइनर्स वीक लाइनर्स होते हैं और विन लाइनर्स भी होते हैं. योर ईच वर्ड इज हर्ड, प्रिफर्ड एंड रेवर्ड एंड नेवर काउंटर्ड.
जो पहला वक्ता बात करते हैं, ये बफे सिस्टम टाइप, जो पहले जाते हैं पंक्ति में उनको ज्यादा खाना मिलता है, जो बाद में वहां पर जाएंगे थोड़ा फिर उधर इधर की बातें बोलते हैं.
People want the house to discuss, debate and decide. 3D, they do not want the other D, that is disrupt. The respect is declining everywhere because value systems are declining. Keep that in mind and try to do your bit while committing yourselves to your ideological line, but see to it that the democratic principles and the standards set by our great people are followed. I am not of that type. People often talk, I to president, nai to dissident, otherwise resident. ये तीनों मैं करने वाला नहीं हूँ.